Welcome, Pisces. It's the Rainbow Wizard. I will be doing your reading. This reading is from the 16th and towards the end of November. And thank you for stopping by, Pisces. Check out other signs in your chart. But if this is, well, you are Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, born on the cusp. This reading hopefully will resonate with you. I do think personally that obviously sun sign usually is matching, I was going to say resonate, get my tongue in check. But then again, that's definitely when there's more general messages. But if you have a different moon sign, that's definitely worth checking out. Rising sign maybe as well, but I believe being born on the cusp probably resonates more than sun sign. But again, there's no facts here, so I think it's a choice you make, and it just also depends on the reader and so on and so forth. But hopefully you will find the messages you are looking for. Here we are in Scorpio season. Should be a good season for you. So it's the last week of Scorpio. I am traveling next week and I will be celebrating my mother's birthday. She's born and the last day of Scorpio. And I actually see her probably being on the cusp compared to other Scorpios I know. So maybe that is something in there. But anyway, that's not for me to decide though. I don't think my mom will. I think she feels like a Scorpio. Anyway, that's enough of my waffle and a shuffle. I think we are going to start your reading. Oh, and I will also see my cat. It's not my cat, the family cat. It's been on the move in 2024. It's again a little weight. It's living a very, very good life, a luxurious life with one of my family members. I guess it's what they say, when you live a good life, you start gaining weight. But he's an old man. He's 16 years old. I think that's more than like 8 years, isn't it? Human years. All right, I'm ready. So the Six of Cups. Yeah, you have we are moving into Mercury retrograde, and I think, the positive also with Mercury retrograde is it can take you down memory lane. Yes, in tarot you have that, oh my god, someone's turning back from the past, I bump into someone from the past that I really don't want to bump into. Yes, maybe that can happen, all right, but it can also be positive because it takes you down memory lane. It happens for everyone. It doesn't mean that you'll go and seek the person, but I'm picking up that there will be dreams, thoughts, about someone that you've shared special memories with. I'm getting for some of you, it could be even like an anniversary or something pops up in your feed. It's like, how it is. Oh, this is, this many years ago, but it's an anniversary. So that will be maybe 5-10 years or even longer. Yeah, that's coming up. Page of Cups. So it's nice memories. It will bring back this, a lot has happened during this time. And, I really, and you could even be looking at yourself and thinking, I really was, I really was happy back then. Or it's something about you going down memory lane and this person going down memory lane. It's like, I was really happy with Pisces back then. So something will come up. It's like, oh, wow, a lot have happened. So we have a person that is showing up in their feelings in terms of, it's time to speak the truth. It's time to have a breakthrough. I'm going to pull out all the cards before I start this reading because I feel it's necessary to do that. Okay, right, yeah, definitely. I'm going to clarify the person and this energy that's showing up. It might also be different energies showing up, but let's see. I feel that this person, there is someone at least here, Pisces. The Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, they feel this urge, they feel universe, destiny taking them away. where they are, their actions, their feelings, it's like saying, get going, get going, get going. Their intentions is to have a breakthrough. Now, their feelings is that they do feel out in the cold. They feel left out in the cold. They feel, I know where I want to go, but it seems impossible. It seems completely impossible to reach this destination, the destination of Pisces. I'm picking up that someone could have replaced, I'm not getting replaced. I am getting, maybe they tried to, I'm getting a moth. So maybe they thought a moth will become a butterfly. You were the butterfly. Perhaps the butterfly was too much. A butterfly, if you imagine also a butterfly, I mean, I've never been attacked by a butterfly, but imagine you suddenly having a butterfly that is constantly around you, swiveling around your head. You know that is rare, so you're like, bring it on, butterfly. You can just annoy me as much as you want. You're a butterfly. Come a moth, the same size. Oh, I had a moth like that. It flew in. It was this late war. It's been quite warm this autumn. Oh my goodness! And I just didn't like it. Anyway, it's something like that. It's like they thought a moth will become a butterfly, and it never did. It was not. It was. They didn't enjoy it. Basically, they didn't enjoy being around that moth. And there's only one butterfly, and that butterfly is far away, and that is you. So I see this person, they feel stupid. They know why they feel this way, why they feel there's a loss, because they didn't catch or they didn't enjoy that butterfly as long as they probably could have done when they had the opportunity. And they know now, they're looking at pictures, they are looking at themselves, how they were happy, and they look at themselves as, I was really happy when I met Pisces. Pisces made me happy. So these are thoughts. Now, I don't really see that it has just to do with a post popping up in someone's feed and then off they go. It's more than that. It has to do with signs that have been coming towards them for the longest time, and for them to change. It's also a long time coming. I see their life there's been changes, difficult situations, and because they have been waiting without putting in the effort usually don't lead to more gold. That's why it's very hard to, let's say, pick yourself up if you have a major loss. It's like if you have taken a long time to build yourself up, and I think everybody goes through that, and you know that how long it took. But doing that, because sometimes when you do something the first time, you're like, oh, that, you know, I could see the results, but the second time you do it, it won't be the same results, maybe not as fast, it will be always different. Nothing will ever be the same. You can't even go back to a place and say, oh, if I go back there and I lost my pictures. I remember me once, it was, I lost some pictures that I was just devastated. And I just, in my mind, I thought, well, if I just take the camera, download them straight away and go back and do it, I'll do it. I didn't go back to the destination, but even the thought of replacing the pictures like that, it's not possible, because a picture has to do with your feelings as well in the situation. You can, then you can just download pictures of nature from Google, right? Do people do that? Yeah, of course, you can do that for various reasons, but it's not going to have the same meaning. You cannot just put yourself in the same place, with the same selfie, or, you can even find the same people, but it's never going to be the same. It will never be the same. And I see this person, they waited for something to come back to them, a moth to become a butterfly, and it never happened. It never happened, and they know that they have to leave this comfort zone. Please give me messages for Pisces person. The Ace of Cups and Wheel of Fortune, however, is beautiful. The strength. The strength, I was going to say, Leo energy. So this person could wear a watch. Now, this could be a tattoo here as well, infinity symbol. They could have a small tattoo or a lot of small tattoos on their arm. They could be born, well, Leo, cusp Leo. They could also be born the year of the goat is coming up as well. I'm wearing contact lenses that I'm trying to get used to, but it's going to take a while. My vision is blurry. So I am counting on my intuition today. So, yeah. Okay. The overlaying energy in the terms of, okay, where their life is going and where it could go when they break free, when they stop just thinking too much, when they are just forced to venture into the new, is only going to be positive. That's a given. It's like there is nothing else here. They can go in, get help, get back out again. But do they want to do that when it is obvious where they should go? So this person is going through a major breakthrough and a major life change where they will not have time to think about what they lost in the near future. This is someone that is getting back on, their horse is waiting for them. They have flowers in their hand. They know now that they want the butterfly. They have the same feelings for the butterfly. They never grew tired of butterflies. In fact, ever since they met you, there's been something that they love that never used to love before in terms of, and it wasn't the moth they tried to make into a butterfly. So that could be, whether it's a third party or them going for options when it comes to love. It was also something else. Their maybe passion for travel or passion for something grew bigger as time went because of meeting you, due to their feelings, due to the unconditional love they have, and due to they did receive. I'm picking up that the universe intervened, and as if you and them separated here, and this was a long time coming, they know that since that time there is a passion about, for many of them, there's travel, also communication with the Ace of Swords. They want to learn a new language or study. As well, I'm getting the globe here. It's studious, it is learning. You are a role model for them, and maybe they saw you turn into a butterfly from a caterpillar. Either way, you did light a fire in them, and that fire has been there. It's just that the fire, it kept, it's going down, it's becoming smaller because there isn't any fumes, wind to blow into the fire where they've been for a while now. The Strength, please. Yeah, and they might have thought that, well, I persevere, I always get out on top. Yeah, and they do always get out on top. It's just that to get to the destination where the butterfly is, it is not going to be there. They can win. They can have wins, but not the kind of wins they were hoping for, or it's not what they want. And it has to do with their fears, courage. It's almost like this person spends so much time out in the cold, fearing the worst, and they became the master of conquering their fear, but they didn't really do anything about it. So it's almost like they rehearsed what they were going to do, but actually it became harder to get out of bed and face the day where they are sat, but something made them stay put. So it's because we have the Two of Swords and the Devil in reverse. So their ego limiting beliefs here was really grabbing hold of them. And now I do see that they are starting off with a very small step. This could be a trip. This could be them starting to look at opportunities. They didn't look at the opportunities before, different opportunities. So they're not trying to turn a moth into a butterfly, but they are looking for butterflies. Perhaps they're looking for what could, it's like not the same, but something different. So that's the change in this person I'm getting. There is a change, and they're approaching this new beginning and a breakthrough because they are accepting the new. I pick up that they might something studious. They will study a course. It has to do with travel. So that accepting, it's like they are getting this idea, a talent they have, and it has to do with you, Pisces. This could be them deciding to break free from their limiting beliefs, break free from where they're sat. There's an opportunity that it feels secure enough for them to say yes. I'm getting that it can be even, they're going to go away for 3 months, and someone said, well, you can stay here for 3 months. Why don't you do this course, for instance? Just say that, and it's something that is secure because it is a little familiar to them. At the same time, it will give them several opportunities when they complete it, and then it's secure enough to say, well, you can just go back to what you have, which is nothing. But anyway, their ego is still telling them, well, you better come back here because you don't want to be out there. So that step is what is bringing them forward, and I do not think that this person will look back at all once they accomplish their first mission. It is possible at this stage that this person is not, they're not taking the step in order to, it's like it has to do with, well, I'm going to end up next to Pisces and I'm going to bump into them tomorrow. It has to do with them doing something based on either your advice or something about you they look up to, or something about that, what they thought or ambitions they had when they were with you. So it's linked to you, but they're not sort of thinking directly, okay, now I will be with Pisces, but the destiny is telling them that this is the road back to you. And it's being converted into the new beginning slowly but surely. It starts off with, okay, I follow my passion. I will sign this contract and boom, okay, something clicks. I want to go for this. So let's clarify. Now, Pisces, I do see here that, so you might be thinking of a person at this time where you had, well, it gave you some anxiety or fear or discomfort to think about maybe in the past when it comes to memories about this person. It's possible, but now for many of you it could sort of be a bit of a distant memory. So you're actually able to look at the situation with different pair of eyes. Now, some of you could have earth elements in your chart as well. There is a person around you that could have air elements. We have also Aries and we have Scorpio. The person that is showing up over here, I'm not actually getting exactly, okay, this must be the sign. So I'm going to continue clarifying, but I do get they could have Capricorn, Leo, Pisces placements in their chart. But I'm not really, it's not screaming to me what star sign they are. So it has to do with a destined, fated journey for soulmates, it could also be twin flames. Regardless of the label, you two have something in common. You share a common goal or common path, even if it looks different, but it's coming together again, or there's an opportunity here to come together, and it's bringing you a lot of happiness. So it can also be that you have several destinies that is coming back towards you during Mercury retrograde. Not in terms of necessarily, oh, there's a queue outside your door. Okay, now I can finally choose, and I choose to let them all go down the drain kind of thing, or something like that. It's not like that. It has something to do with your heart and soul clicks to a person that is very close to your heart. I feel as well that your heart is certainly stuck on someone, even if your mind is not. That's what I'm getting. Your soul is telling you that, no, I'm not through with this journey. There is a journey here, and this journey might start up again. But before I'm clarifying, I'm not really getting that it is anything that has to do with the past even. At all. It can even be something new, but it's, regardless, what I want to emphasize here is to do with your higher self is telling you, Pisces, that you are ready to feel the same way that you felt the last time you were sort of in that bubble of love. That's what your higher self is telling you, that you are ready. So for you, Pisces, it doesn't have to be with a person that you've had a relationship or situationship with, or a person that you've had feelings for, but your heart is telling you that you are ready, and your higher self is repeating that to you. So that's where you're at, and I love the energy. And it's also a period for many of you where you feel, in order to be free from pain, oftentimes it is that is often, for some, a test could be, okay, are you able to look at every single memory that you shared, if we are talking about love here, without feeling pain? If you once felt pain, so very often if you go through a breakup, if you go back to the same place, if you look at certain pictures, you don't really, it's almost like looking at the crime scene. Do you want to look at the crime scene? That could be overwhelming. So anything like that, where you suddenly now are sort of, oh, you feel you can look at something you once felt was painful. Now you are neutral. So it's a sign that you have released pain, which puts you in a place of starting over. And when it comes to new beginnings in love, because Pisces, we have happiness coming into you like never before. And even if you thought that you were ready in the past for a relationship or the one, and you felt, well, that was the time I was innocent, I was opening up, and again, I was battered and bruised here, and look, now there's a hard shell around me, but even the hard shell is going to crack open. So I want you all to focus on it's more about how you feel at this very moment. Do not, however, link it to anyone in particular, but very much go with the feeling of almost being born again as a butterfly, because that's what you are. So if you had felt that you were the butterfly and then you became a moth, no, that's not the case. Now you're back to being a caterpillar. And you are just opening your eyes for the first time as a butterfly, and a brand new fresh summer day, even if it's winter. That's what I'm getting here. Visualize that. Yeah, see? The 10 of Cups. There is a certain chain of events that will unfold, that you're going to see with brand new wings. Everything's brand new, Pisces. I'm telling you, wow. This is like a very strong energy here. The 10 of Cups and the Empress and the Lovers. You have almost all the cards in the deck. That's when I might have told the story before. When I got the deck for the first time, especially when I traveled. That was the first time when I left home. I was 21. Thought I was an adult at that time. But anyway, my deck, I used to do my own cards and I didn't know how to read them. So I was like, but I knew, for instance, the Three of Swords, it was the worst card. I did not like the Three of Swords. So I ended up taking the Three of Swords out, and I ended up taking the whole range of the cards that I felt was good to me, and I took them away and I put them under my pillow. So that was what I used to do back then. So those cards that I used to put under my pillow, those cards are here. So I would say they will be good. I'm not saying that, yeah, they brought me to the oasis, but just wanted to emphasize that, because you have that, yeah, it's being like in love for the first time, basically. That's what I'm getting. You are ready to feel as if you've never been in love before. Your feelings, your vision, your thoughts they're fresh. Maybe you don't think they are, Pisces, and you are all going to be different. We have here the Five of Swords, and that is a bit like it's always going to be there a little bit. You're never not going to say, well, if I've been heartbroken or if I've been dealing with something that is uncomfortable, whatever you want to name it, okay? You're never not going to say that never happened. But the good feeling, the new, the sunshine, the happiness, your heart is fresh as a daisy. So yeah, and your heart leads the way. Your subconscious leads the way. And I'm telling you, Pisces, that this will shock you. This will like happen, and you, mark my words, you'll be blown away, basically. Pisces, it couldn't get any better. But this person here that you're going to meet, going to be with, it starts off with the Ace of Wands here. This person is looking out for you. This person will send this message to you. You will see a fog. You could see fog a lot, like blurry vision maybe, or just fog. And then you're like, is that love what I'm feeling? And again, at the moment, you can't even almost visualize a person. It is because your heart is fresh when it comes to your feelings. Even if you turn up to the reading and it's like, oh, I definitely don't want it to be this person, let's say, it's almost like the good feeling, the overwhelming feeling of just being so happy and so carefree is going to take the front seat. So all the other stuff is taking, it's taking a back seat here, Pisces. I'm telling you, because this is your time to shine here. And it's not just you as a person, it's your heart. It's a reset. And it's been a long time coming. You've had, when it comes to your surroundings, so it might be finances, for instance. So you've been trying to keep something together, juggling, just like, oh, how long can I keep this going? But in your heart, in your mind, you are manifesting. I feel that you have been a great manifester. Not every day, but I think you've had your moments of visualizing your future, and it's coming in to fruition, basically, Pisces. It's happening. Your dreams are unfolding. The Ten of Cups, the Justice. You have the person that you're meant to be with, to marry, to share the happily ever after with. This person will show up. And interestingly enough, it's the universe do not want to tell you who it is. They don't want to tell me who it is. And I've done, like in the past, where I've tried to challenge that, it doesn't turn out well. Because what's happening then, if I start doing that, is almost like it will give me a lesson. So I don't do it. I've learned to accept the messages that I see, and then speak what I see, because when you try to say, give me the name, sometimes then it's like, okay, you want to give me a name? I'll tell you everything you don't want to hear. How about that? You're going to ruin everything now. Don't do that, okay? So it's saying here, your feelings, you have a reset. It's like getting a new phone. Blank, right? Yeah, you might sign in with your old email and you get your old pictures, but here is a blank here. It's, you are ready to receive, Pisces. Happiness is here. Your everything is reset, but there's still going to be a few days where it's like struggles. Oh, I gotta get up in the morning, obviously. Yeah, you gotta live in this world. You're gonna live in this world of, you know, doing the chores, right? It doesn't, how glamorous is that? You know, we all, if you think about it, yes, of course, as humans, we do the same thing. Doesn't matter if we are poor, wealthy, happy, or not happy, you know, illness or health, well, like all of that. We all do the same basic things every day. We eat, we shit, we piss, we go to sleep, we have a few phone calls, we scroll on our phone. There are a few ingredients that we all do regardless of this, what unfolds, okay? That's not, let's not forget about that. But in your heart and how you will feel when this next chapter is here, that's extraordinary. That's colorful. That's not for everyone. Everyone is not going to see and experience the color, the love, the new beginning with the one that you are going to receive, Pisces. That's your vision. You can transfer it. You cannot do that, but you will believe and see that your dreams did come true. You will look back and say, wow, 2024, November, my dreams came true. There was a reason behind my struggles. There was a reason behind why I felt that I had to hang on a little bit longer while struggling here, because everything is going to be reset. And you will see synchronicities, that could be for some, you could be seeing like synchronicities all day long on your phone. Like you're like, oh my God, am I going crazy? Maybe I have to go to the doctors. Or you are like, wow, I'm seeing real weird shit here in the middle of, you know, the darkness. I'm seeing actually butterflies. I'm seeing a flower growing up of concrete. I'm seeing this stuff. Is something wrong with my vision? Is there something wrong with my head? What did I eat? So yeah, honestly, what is about to unfold is where you will go with that, and nothing is going to hold you back. It's going to be a feeling, because everything's reset. Yeah, you can have deja vu and you can be like, oh, I've seen that before, I didn't like that before, but your feelings is brand new. So you'll be like, oh wow, I never thought this would happen. How is that possible? So yes, that's for many of you that is showing up to the reading. I feel especially for those of you that have very strong Pisces elements in your chart. A dark time is over. Like, you won't believe it's brand new, and you will enjoy life to the fullest. You come full circle. You know your enemies, you know your frenemies, you know yourself, you know who, you know how you perhaps were your own enemy as well. So I would say save this reading, take a screenshot, and mark my words, this is the beginning of that new chapter. And it's not just new, it is feeling your dream life unfolding, but in front of your very eyes, you're going to see it. So continue, Pisces, on that happy journey. You will have days where you feel so happy out of the blue, and there will be days where you will be like, boom, what happened? So, because let's not forget, there will be people, places, and things that you used to do that will no longer be part of your new life, everyday life. Yeah, I feel here, yes, there's going to be an awakening. Someone is going through an awakening. And a major awakening is happening. And it's happening with this person that is entering your life. This person that is coming towards you will not look the same, will not be the same. This will be a completely different person. I feel that this could be a twin flame. Definitely. We Ace of Cups. All right. There is definitely also, Pisces, there will definitely also be those that it's like showing up as well. If you look under a rock, I'm sure you will find a couple of worms, but don't look under the rock. Obviously, in the real life, it means when I say, oh, it feels so good, I don't mind looking at anything. Don't go back to your archive and look at the horrible letters you received, for instance. Don't look at the biggest worries of your, and you think like, oh, well, Rainbow Wizard said that I can face anything. Don't do that. You don't need to do it, but it is not going to change anything. It's unnecessary. It's not like getting a new iPhone that you can't break and you start dropping it from the top floor just to see if it, if it's if it says it's what it says on the tin. So it's not to experiment with common sense. So, but yeah, for most of you, and I said this before, it's as if you will graduate. You will graduate the semester when it comes to watching even love readings. You'd be like, no need for me to watch that anymore. So I will get a new batch of Pisces showing up to the readings, because all of you will be in the relationship you desire, and then I've reached my goal. So this journey is going to end for you when it comes to finding your happily ever after, finding a blissful period of your life is coming together. But it does say here it's an awakening. Also, there are some minor hurdles. You have here the Five of Swords. How are you going to convert them? You have Mercury retrograde. Oh, I personally always find that it's a challenging period. I find that many of you will, I feel here there's going to be a little period of, okay, can I have the Page of Cups, please? Yeah, Page of Cups. Someone that pretended like everything is fine as they signed a contract with someone in the past. They tried to turn a moth into a butterfly. That moth never turned into a butterfly, and they became a moth themselves. Yeah, that's what's happening here. They became a moth themselves. They thought that the moth was an empress. It was not. They had to walk away. But this person, if you are this person, your happiness is a person that is from the past here, then they will not look the same. That will be impossible. For some of you, it is here. I feel that there is a person certainly that will lose out on you. That's what I feel here. Yeah. There is someone that is popping up. There's definitely someone that you will sort of see it from a distance. And I feel that that person that you will see from a distance, once upon a time, you could have been in a complete rage when you even thought of this person, because you said, oh, no, this person, I know who you mean. But it's the Spirit is saying here, it is not something you have to be afraid of and be like, oh, if I even think about this person, if it's them, it's going to be them. No, the universe saying trust this process. You've got to trust this process. Do not look under rocks. That's what it's saying. No, don't look under a rock. Look up to the sky. You see here, the Fool looks up to the sky. Don't look down. Don't do it. Trust the process. Let your friends help you. Again, you might get readings, get a personal reading. We have an official person. We have also someone that remained in poverty and courtship here. Yes, it's saying here again, Pisces, it's a high honor. Unrequited love, a house, the Lovers. So, marriage, and we have occupation. Bad health is here. Message of concern, a change. Safe for you to love, soulmate. Releasing an ex, passion. So, okay, this is where I'm getting here, Pisces. If you want here a sign of who the person is, you gotta trust the process here. And it's like you're the vision of any kind of fear will be washed away. It's saying you can trust the process. You can even go towards someone and wave at them. If you know there is a person that chose the Moth and they might be regretted, and you might even hear from them, or that you are safe to even say hello. You are doing everything here without, resentment. Now, remember this as well. Normally, people that show up in readings is usually someone that you have been in love with. Trust me that I have my own portfolio with maybe you can call villains. Okay, I don't go to readings to seek information and be like, what, this person? Oh, they're on my like wanted list for never to cross my path. No, nor my phone again. I wouldn't want to get myself into a rage. I mean, that's a waste of time, isn't it? So please don't do that. Please don't use tarot for making yourself angry. But this, there is definitely a person here that was meant to be with you. That could be a twin flame, or maybe a karmic twin flame. And this person, you started a journey on them, and maybe it's like you were also very attracted, you love this person as well, but you always knew in sense of like, oh, I'm not going to be with this person because that's not going to happen. I'm not going to, maybe they are the Moth and you wanted a butterfly, so you think, put the shoe on the other foot. But this is you getting the butterfly. You are the butterfly. It's a match. It's a match. You are going to be two butterflies. You're not doing the Moth butterfly thing again. So that's all you have to trust. And it's important that you trust, and trust it also without anger and resentment, because there's no need for it. But you will see a lot of fog. It could be like, well, what I'm doing today, wearing contact lenses that you're supposed to have reading vision with, but I can't see at all. At all. They're like, get used to it, it's going to take a few weeks. Well, I hope so. I can't certainly not read a book. But trust the process. Trust the process. I'm going to pull a few more cards, but I gotta leave it because now the universe is saying to me that I need to stop, and I say I'm going to stop. I do get punished when I do that. It's true. What the universe keeps saying here, it is that you have to, well, go back to the drawing board at this time, okay, and visualize what your dream life looks like, okay, because that person is here. Even if you do not see this person, even if you do not, and as I thought, it's not, the universe is not going to reveal it to me today. But what I'm getting is that it's going to be new. This Knight of Cups is new to you. If you've seen it before, that's fine. If you had a vision about someone that looks like the person that you want to be with when it comes to qualities, I feel here this has to do with qualities you've seen in someone. So it's more to do with that than their looks. Trust me, we all go for looks at some point. We all do, especially at a certain age. Nothing wrong with that, but this has to do with qualities. There's qualities that you want in someone that you manifested at some point when you were maybe at your lowest, or maybe at this kind of, right, if I keep attracting certain person and going back to them, or I'm getting hurt, okay, what is it that I do want? What is it that also brings out the best out of me? It's not always about waiting. What do I want to do with myself? What do I want to give to the person? Am I just going to be a beautiful butterfly that have put pins in it on the wall? That's, I think you used to do, like I said, I never done it, but anyway, won't go off on that. But butterfly with pins in it in a wall and a frame. No, you don't want to be a wallflower or butterfly on the wall. You want to be out there flying, flapping your wings. That's where you're at. So I'm getting here. It's someone here. It is actually going to come out of the blue. out of the blue. And you will not believe it. And you're like, oh, it's them. Oh, how silly me. How did I not know? Of course it's them, right? And they're going to be like, of course it's them. Of course. Why didn't I think of them? It's literally going to be like that. But for all of you, it's going to be a little bit different. And I'm telling you, universe, on this reading, I do not want to give me the names or even to go through what possible signs it can be. It is like Christmas Day when you're a child, when you're so excited you can't sleep, when you're so excited you are sick. It's like one of the first Christmases when you remember and you have so many Christmas presents under the tree and you're like, wow, tomorrow I will be Alice in Wonderland, or, you know, who is the male version of Alice in Wonderland? Peter Pan. So I will be Peter Pan tomorrow. They know they will enjoy it. Like, they just know it, don't they? Children, they know it. Like, you cannot take away the fact that obviously, hopefully the children is in that environment. But let's just put that example, okay? I know, unfortunately, that's not always the case, but I do recall myself, it was one of the first Christmas, I don't know what I remember, but it was like that particular Christmas, I remember feeling like Alice in Wonderland, and I knew I was going to be Alice in Wonderland because I have already counted the presents. There was lots of them, and there's your choices. There was lots of them, and I knew that at least, you know, my grandmother and grandfather that was alive back then, they always used to spoil us. And there was definitely one from my auntie that used to spoil me, or there was definitely, I knew that I saw my mom or my dad go into the shop and I said I want that, you know. So I knew that based on these choices that I had there, and it was Christmas and I was with my sisters, and what could possibly go wrong? So that's what the universe is telling you. That's the good feeling. It is that, how could it possibly go wrong? So that is the excitement you need to have. It's that you wake up in the morning and you act as if you already have what you want. So it's like giving it a little bit of a push as well. You might suddenly be like, or maybe I will clear my wardrobe. I make space for someone. They're not here, but I make space for them. You could do things that is unusual for you at this time. Very unusual. It's like, oh, I go that way instead of that way on the way from, you know, the grocery store. I feel like I should open this social media app today, and in that app there is that person. Every road leads to Rome. Every road leads to Rome. You will not miss this person. They will not miss you. And make sure that you have the biggest smile ever when you meet this person. And it's not even about looking your best, as in, and because you already are looking your best. I see for most of you, you accept yourself exactly who you are. You are in perfect health. You are in a perfect mood. It's a happy day. You are in a perfect place right now. This has not to do with, I forgot to do this appointment today, or, you know, it's not something crucial that's going to make or break this attraction. I feel someone have seen you at your rawest already, if not in reality, in their dreams, and you have seen someone when it comes to looks here. This is not about meeting someone in the nightclub where it's like, gosh, if they wore a different shirt, then, you know, if only. It's not like that at all. This is set in stone. If you want to have a small hint that I feel before I end this reading, for a sign, I have Gemini, Leo, Libra, Aries. These are 4 signs, possibilities, but it's actually saying please do not look at the star sign, because some of you might also compare a star sign to a star sign you think of and associate with something you don't want. So it's saying here, just don't, at this point, again, do not associate the star sign at all. Also, star sign, as you know, you never know how someone feel. They might feel on the cusp, they might feel in the moon sign. So next time I check in with you all, I believe that For some of you won't be checking in at all. I'm traveling next week, so it could be a little while until we see each other, but I'm always planning to do readings. But I know when I'm with my family, like, yeah, for me, when I do readings, it also have to, I just like to do them when I have a lot of time and I'm in my own setup. But anyway, pleasure doing your reading. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you very soon.